Hey, what's guys, TheCampingRusher here. Tons of updates, announcements on Creative 2.0. If you're interested in Creative 2.0, you're going to learn a lot in this video. We're talking about first person, the OG maps, and I'm also playing a new Creative 2.0 map that just dropped. I'll link the code down below. It's just alpha version, epic looking terrain, a dirt bike, and try and get a high score. I don't know. I messed around with it for like 10 minutes and thought we'd throw it in the video because we're still waiting for more maps to come out. And I talked about a video yesterday about a bunch of the ones that are in beta, early release. As soon as more drop, I will let you know, especially good ones. So subscribe, turn your noties on. Okay, there was the couple posts. We're going to talk Creative 2.0 right away. And let's start with this. You may have heard, but there's been official announcement on Chapter 1 islands, all OG islands, and Epic saying you are not allowed to recreate OG islands. So Chapter 2, Chapter 3 islands, they're not going to support it. You're not going to be able to monetize it. Chapter 1, they've made a specific exception. As we know, we have Chapter 1 maps already. However, those maps cannot be monetized, okay? They've clearly said that. I don't know if, I assume the people like Reboot, Royale, Atlas, like the OGs we've seen so far. Reboot, we're still waiting on. They're just over the memory limit, by the way. I assume they would have known this, right? But yeah, it's such a weird thing because OG is so much fun, but it kind of makes sense. Why do other people get to make money off the thing that Epic themselves created? I think that's their idea. And then also with Chapter 2, Chapter 3, there were so many like copyrighted POIs and different abilities, weapons that were part of other franchises, Marvel, Disney, whatever it may be, and you cannot monetize any Creative 2.0 experience if it uses other property, intellectual property, right? Which again makes sense, but I think they did have to make this clear. They even put out this post, a little intimidating. All content in Fortnite must adhere to Fortnite's game rating, creator rules, and intellectual property guidelines. Those who create violating content in Unreal Editor, even if they don't intend to publish it, or if they even share violating content on social media, will face content takedowns and enforcement actions up to and including permanent account bans. Okay, so yeah, this one, I mean, I think it would be more like, I don't know what would be a ban for me. That would be like the very peak, super inappropriate content on your Creative 2.0 map, even if you don't publish it, right? If they catch word of it, catch wind of it, that's when you could face a ban. Just so you don't risk a ban by doing something stupid, right? So there we go. Those were kind of the first announcements. Do not expect any more OG maps. They are banned from creation, and Chapter 1 will not be monetized. To those worried about Creative overtaking Battle Royale and its continuity, right? Not so much playtime. I think Creative is going to take over with playtime. That's Epic's goal here. But they will not stop. Tim Sweeney did an interview with Cypher, Lachlan, Allier, and answered a bunch of questions, and one of them was, don't you worry, Battle Royale is safe, and it's a living, ever-evolving world. They will continue to focus on it as well as Creative. All right, so it's sticking around. I mean, we kind of knew this, but just to confirm, even with 2.0 potentially taking over playtime from Battle Royale. The memory limit, right? This is a huge issue. 100,000 memory max. It really limits what some of these maps can do. For example, the OG Chapter 1 map with Chapter 1 graphics, Reboot Royale, is still not out yet. They're at 115% memory, so they got to keep cutting things out, right? Cutting POIs out, cutting loot out, whatever it may be. And a big part of this is because the Switch and mobile aren't able to handle anything over 100,000. And on top of that, Tim Sweeney said in this interview, part of the reasons for the memory limit, it's not just Switch mobile, it's due to high loading times, okay? So I guess updating the map for the first time when you're about to play it, which you've probably noticed if you've played a 2.0 map so far. They are willing to change the limit in the future, so it's not out of the question. Epic is working on a search option for Creative 2.0, making it easier to find maps outside of just entering the codes. Next update, which is next week, by the way, Monday night, Tuesday morning, will begin testing player counts in the Discover menu. 24.1, yeah, this is a big one, right? Just to see see, you know, before joining into a map, does the map actually have anybody, or am I just gonna waste, you know, 2-3 minutes loading this thing in, and then it's just me sitting in a lobby, right? I've done that plenty of times on some of the old maps that I really liked that just got unpopular, unfortunately. So I really like the addition of this feature. Epic is saying that they will not make pay-to-play maps in the near future, and that's good news, right? So everything's going to be free to play. Everyone's getting paid just based on playtime. There's no pay-to-play at this point. That's what they said. Also, here's a roadmap of verse support. So this is the language for Unreal Editor, okay? So this is outside of just Fortnite. This is for, you can just see where we're at, March 2023, later this year, and then 2+ years. I mean, some of these aspirations are pretty crazy. Like if we go 2+ years, they're wanting massive AI simulations, multi-game worlds, large open worlds. Okay, so that's the dream here. Obviously, it may not all happen, but this is, you know, the Unreal Editor game verse API capabilities roadmap. Okay, this is the plan, I guess. So huge goals. And I mean, I hope it gets to that point. And let me know your thoughts on any of that. Before we talk first person, there was news on first person. Remember this LTM, the Saturn LTM? We talked about it. We thought this was actually 2.0 when we first saw it, right? It was intended to be a dungeon game mode with different quests. But at this point, G-Matrix thinks it's been completely scrapped. Just so you know. Info about the upcoming specialist NPCs. 4 types: heavy, medic, scout, supply. They spawn in the new Rift encounters. Each specialist NPC has their own Rift encounter. You'll be able to hire them there. Current NPC used for them is Lieutenant John Llama, and here's kind of the loadouts and the functions for each one. This was the thing I've been waiting to hear because we knew this was coming. You can see, yeah, heavy. I won't read out the loadouts, but throws grenades is his thing. Medic throws chug splashes at you. Scout throws big bush bombs. That's kind of a funny one. And supply gives you random ammo. So basically specific role AIs that you'll be able to hire for your team. This could be coming out as soon as next update. It's been in the works for a while. Reboot Rally will be returning in Season 2, likely next week, okay? This is, you know, you bring a buddy back that hasn't played for over 30 days, you complete quests, and you get free rewards. We've seen free rewards already, but they were placeholders, so I'm not even going to show you them because they're not the actual rewards. All most likely aren't final, as there's some code names ready to go. What we do know is there'll be 3 bonus goals, 7 quests total, and 4 rewards total. Okay, so free stuff coming next week. Again, I'll be making videos as soon as the update drops, so make sure to tune in. And a couple more things, pretty interesting here. Remember that map codenamed Demeter? Very early development. This was, I think, yeah, leaked in Chapter 2. It's not the map we have right now, and it's not a map that's released, and it's not a map that's scrapped, right? We don't know what it's for, but what we do know, Epic is working on an island mansion POI under the work in progress map of Demeter. So this map from, what, almost 2 years ago, still being worked on. Could be Chapter 5, could be something entirely different, and it's not scrapped, but it's not something we have yet. So I hadn't thought about this since we got our new map, as I just kind of assumed it was tied to our new map, but no, some interesting news. I will follow it and let you know when we get more. Finally, from that same interview that we were talking about with Tim Sweeney, CEO Epic Games, Epic is experimenting with bringing first person to Fortnite. Hopefully in the not too distant future, there will be an option for it for people to choose, and in Unreal Editor. So this first person may not become an official Battle Royale mode. This most likely is a creative map mode. Some big news there. Whether it's good or bad, I'll let you determine. Thanks for watching. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.